All right, everybody. Hello and good day to you guys. Thank you so much for being with us. Thanks for joining the MLA Move Language Ahead Chit Chat Club. This is our opportunity to get to talk to our students and some of our group leaders every week, get to know what's going on in your home cities, in your home countries, and get to learn a little bit more about some of our most popular staff that we have. So without further ado, for those that haven't met me, my name is Carson. I have the pleasure of overseeing our operations for all of MLA, both in North America and over in Europe. And I am joined today first by Stephanie. Stephanie is our center director from New York, most recently, but has also worked for us in Los Angeles. Good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning, Carson. Good morning, everyone.
So Stephanie, tell us, where exactly are you calling in from? Because I know that you're not actually in New York, but you're close, right?
Yes, I'm actually an hour outside. I live in New Jersey. So I'm right now in North Jersey. And I'm also a school teacher. So I've been doing the teaching at home thing like many other group leaders who are teachers are experiencing as well.
That's great. Yeah. So kind of like where our campus is. So not in New York, but very close to New York in a nearby neighborhood over in New Jersey. Thanks for waking up early. And well, I guess you're a teacher, so you do wake up early anyway. But thanks for joining.
Yes, you're welcome.
And then let's jump across the pond and welcome Shane. Hey, Shane, how are you?
How are you doing? You all right?
Good. So Shane, you again have worked for MLA for a really long time. Actually, I met you on one of my very first days working for MLA. You showed up to an interview. You were the only activity leader wearing a suit
Yeah, I know.
for the interview day. And
Yeah.
it was really nice. And then you started working for us as an activity leader, and then you eventually joined us as an activity manager.
No, I've never been an activity manager for the company. I've always stuck as an activity leader.
That's because you like to have too much fun, I bet.
Yeah, I do enjoy the traveling side of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Shane, how many years have you worked for MLA, and what are the centers in London that you've worked at?
I have been working about 5 years, but I've done 4 main years in those 5 years. I worked at 8 centres. Brunel was my first one. I did Worcester, Reading, Limerick, Dover, Reading again. I did Roehampton, and I did Bankside.
And most recently, you were not in London, but you were actually in Ireland. Is that right?
Yeah. In Ireland, in Limerick.
Fantastic. And that was a really big center. We had a lot of students there.
Yeah. It's a very good experience.
You're not a full-time activity leader. You actually are a teacher as well. Is that right?
Yeah, I am a primary school teacher now. I currently work in London. So as Stephanie said, I'm doing the all teaching from home at the moment.
Yeah. And sometimes not only teaching from home, but I understand too that some weeks you actually go into the school because you are still teaching the students of some of our national healthcare workers. Is that right?
Yeah, I was in school. I had to return to London last week where I had 7 children in my class.
Wow. Well, that's great. And like I said, we thank both you and Stephanie too for, you guys are doing your own set of heroics. So it's not just our nurses and our doctors that are helping us, but looking after our students, in this moment too is really critical. So we thank you for all the time and effort that you guys are putting into this. Stephanie, I heard there was a big announcement this week about New Jersey schools. They said that the governor came out and said that they're canceling schools for the rest of the year. So looking forward to maybe returning in September. Is that right?
That's correct. So in New Jersey, we usually go until mid-June with schools. But because of everything going on currently with the pandemic, they decided that it's safer to keep all the kids in school. At home. So I hope to return back to the classroom in the fall. We'll see.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and get started here. So for all of the students that are out there joining us on today's Chit Chat Club, don't forget, please send questions into the chat, or if you are brave enough, go ahead and raise your digital hand. Press that little hand icon on Zoom. We would love to unmute your microphone and get you to ask questions. You've probably, if you've traveled with MLA over the past 5 years, you've probably ended up meeting Shane or Stephanie at one of those times. They've worked at some of our most popular summer centers. So feel free to raise your hand, say hello to Shane or to Stephanie. And if you have any questions for them or for me, we'd love to hear from you guys. So make sure that we are typing in all of our questions. So my first question to Stephanie and Shane is, since you guys are both teachers, I want to know what inspired you to become a teacher. Do you have a favorite teacher from when you were growing up? What grade was that teacher? And maybe you can share a little bit of what inspired. We'll start with you, Shane. Who inspired you to become a teacher?
Whew, I don't know. It's kind of like your life just goes on and it kind of ends like this. I don't think I ever planned for this, but I did have a couple of enjoyable teachers who taught using a lot of humor. And I thought that was like a really important thing. Like, I don't know what you think, Carson, but could you imagine me as a primary school teacher and everything? I'm very enthusiastic, and I do think you need to make teaching enjoyable. And yeah, I think that's why I became I think I started teaching mainly because of the jobs I was doing, like MLA, and I worked abroad with other companies. And I think it was this that made me start to enjoy to work with children. And then I thought I'd like to do this full time, and I pursued a career in teaching.
Fantastic. Any particular teacher you want to call out, give a shout out to for inspiring your career?
Let's go for Mr. Cook, my year 6 teacher.
Mr. Cook. All right. That sounds good. That's a good, easy name too. Makes you hungry. All right, Stephanie, what about you? Would you have a teacher that has inspired you to choose the career of teaching?
Well, mine's a little more unique. I come from a family of teachers. My mom is a school teacher, and I remember going to her classroom when I was a little girl and just being mesmerized by her standing in front of the classroom teaching. And there was something about how she like commanded the class, and they were all enjoying and learning together and laughing together. And I love that. I love that feeling of just being in a classroom, being in a school. So I would say my mom was one of the first teachers to really inspire me. Like, her passion for learning, her passion for, helping children really is what I try to carry on as well. But in terms of like a particular teacher, Mrs. Lewis, my 3rd grade teacher, just really was so sweet towards me and really built a classroom community that I tried to establish within my own classroom as well.
Wow, that's awesome. So, and your mom is still teaching, correct?
She's still teaching. She's doing the virtual learning as well currently.
That's amazing. Yeah, we really thank all of our teachers out there. I want to hear from any of our students. Do any of our students have a favorite teacher? Go ahead and raise that digital hand. We would love to hear from you. We would love to know who your favorite teacher is or who your favorite teacher was. I'd also like to know if any of our students that are listening today maybe want to become a teacher. Maybe they've been inspired to get into the profession of education. Anybody going to want to raise their hand and share some experience? Sometimes it takes us a minute. We'll see if there's going to be a first person that's going to be brave enough to share a favorite teacher or experience. Otherwise, we're going to move on to our favorite time, which is going to be our games for activity leaders. We're going to test your knowledge. So here we go. So Giuseppe has just put into the chat, me too, Stephanie. My mom and my father and my grandparents were teachers. That's awesome, Giuseppe. Giuseppe, do you want to be a teacher? Is that, do you want to be a teacher when you get to choose your career? I'd love to hear from that. So, and you can see that all of our teachers drink coffee in the morning too. So everybody enjoys coffee or water. All right. So while we're getting warmed up here, don't forget to hit that chat button. Don't forget to raise your hand if you have questions. But let's move on to our first game of the morning. Now, we never share our games with our MLA family that's coming in. So this is a total surprise for them. And we're going to really test them to see how much they know about different subjects. Today's game is going to be really special. Now, I think in order for this to work, I have to stop this background because otherwise you're not going to see my papers that I'm holding up. So here we go. So this is the background of my true office now. All right, here we go. Today's game is the logo game. Ooh. All right. So here's the deal. So I'm going to flash you a logo onto my screen, and I need you to identify what is the logo that's going to be here. So we'll start with Shane. Go ahead, Shane. What is this?
Move languages ahead.
Very good. That's 1 point. That's 1 point for Shane. We don't need to keep score, but we can because I think we're all competitive enough to be able to do that. So that's how we play the logo game. If you know the logo, I want you to raise your digital hands. Don't put it into the chat quite yet because I don't want you to give it away to all the people that are out there. But if you know what the logo is that I show, go ahead and hit that raise hand button inside of Zoom. And if our activity or our staff cannot guess the logo, then we're going to have you. Okay, so here we go. Here's the next one. This one is going to be for Stephanie. Stephanie, name this logo.
Something to do with flying. I don't know it.
Okay. Well, that's a good start.
Okay.
All right, we have some people that know it. Let's see. Simone says that they know it. Nicolina says that she knows it. Let's see if they can unmute their microphone and they can help out Stephanie here.
Lufthansa, the air company.
Hey, Simone, congratulations. Thank you. That's Lufthansa. Very good. Perfect. So, Stephanie, you were close. Lufthansa is an air flight company. So, there you go. I'll give you
a point.
0.1. So, a tenth of a point.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right, here we go. I'm going to give this one to Shane. Here we go, Shane. Ready?
Oh, I know this one.
I saw the blue box and I was like, nah, they're not going to show me Facebook, surely.
Let's see what we can find.
IN.
All right, like I said, if you know it, raise your digital hands.
LinkedIn.
Well, that's right, but you cheated because you read it off of the chat, right? Because you got Giuseppe, Matteo had it right.
There was a chat.
Alex down in Argentina had it right too. That's right. This is LinkedIn. LinkedIn, it's close. It's kind of like Facebook, but LinkedIn is more for professional development. So it's more about professional contacts that you make. So, hey, if there's any students out there and you guys are in your second year or the high school years, I definitely encourage you to start to set up a LinkedIn page. It's a great way to get recognized when you're going into the field of business. So make sure you have a nice picture when you're dressed in a professional manner, and just tell people about yourself. What are your passions? What are your skills and your hobbies? But that's LinkedIn right there. Okay. Here we go. So remember, don't type the answer into the chat, but if you know it, you can raise your digital hand and we can do that. Now, I'm going to give this one to all of the attendees that are out there because I think it's going to be pretty easy, okay? So here we go. Raise your hand if you know what this logo is. We have a couple people raising their hands now. We have a couple. Okay, let's see who we can get here. Let's see who can unmute their microphone first. We've got Christian.
It's Pepsi.
Hi, Christian. It's Pepsi. That's right. But what's wrong with this logo, Christian? Do you know what the problem is with the logo? Hi, Genevra. Can you hear us? Genevra. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Do you know what is the problem with the logo?
Pepsi.
It's Pepsi, that's right. But there's a problem. What's the problem?
Sorry?
Okay, there's a problem with the logo. It's not the correct logo. Do you know why it's not correct?
Uh,
All right, I'll give you a hint. How about this, Genevra? Does that look better? I think so. There you go. So Genevra was right. Christian was right. This is the Pepsi logo, but I was holding it upside down because I was just trying to trick you guys. A lot of people think that this is also an airline company. Stephanie, do you know what airline company people think this is?
Would it be American?
No. Shane, do you have a guess?
Is it a Chinese one? No, France.
Not France. No, it's a Korean Air. People think that it's Korean Air.
Oh, Korean Air. Oh.
Korean Air. They mistake it for that. Okay, very good. All right, guys, that was great. Genevra, Christian, you guys did a great job. That was Pepsi. You even got it, and it was upside down. So here we go. All right, I think this one is going to go to Shane. So here we go. Shane, ready? Come on, buddy. Don't let me down.
Chevrolet.
This one.
Chevrolet. That's right. Very good. All right, that's an easy one. All right. this one, I almost don't want to use this next logo because I think it's just too easy. So this one, we're going to have to give this logo to the students, okay? So if you know this answer, raise your hand on Zoom, okay? Press that digital hand button on Zoom. Let's see if we can get people to guess it. I think it's going to go pretty quick. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Look at all the people. Here we go. Here's Marta and Mateo. Hey, Marta, go ahead and unmute your microphone. Hi, Mateo.
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Hi, Starbucks
Mateo.
logo.
Mateo, what is your favorite drink at Starbucks?
Coffee. Espresso coffee.
Espresso coffee. But what about the Frappuccino? Do you like it when it's all blended with the ice and the cream on top?
No, I don't like it.
What?
No, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't know why, but I don't know. But I don't like it.
Mateo, how old are you?
I'm 13.
You're 13, and you go to Starbucks and you want to have an espresso? You don't want to have a Frappuccino?
I rarely go to Starbucks because I live in Bergamo, and
Okay.
the only Starbucks close to me is in Milano.
Okay.
So, it's far, and it's also very crowded. So I rarely go there.
Well, thanks, Mateo. You're absolutely right. That was Starbucks. Thanks for joining us, too, because Bergamo is one of my favorite cities in all of Italy. It was one of the first cities that I traveled to when I went to Italy. I flew into Milan, and then I went up with friends into Bergamo, and they took me to Città Alta, the old city, which is up on the hill there, surrounded by the old medieval walls. And it's just a beautiful, romantic city. It's a great place to fall in love with the Italian culture. So happy that you joined us. I'm happy that you like espresso. I think you should try a Frappuccino, but we can wait until the next time you come to one of the MLA centers, and one of my activity leaders will get you a good Frappuccino. So there we go. All right, guys. So that was Starbucks. Here we go. Here comes the next one. This one is going to go back to Shane. I know that it's Stephanie's turn, but I'm just feeling like this one's a Shane logo. Okay, here we go. What is this logo?
Can't see it. Hang on. Can't even see you.
Yeah,
Give me 1
can't see
second.
Carson
Okay,
either.
actually,
You got it now?
yeah, do you know it, Stephanie?
I'm leaning towards yes, but I don't know exactly. I know the field or the industry.
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, let's start with that. What do we think,
Yes.
Stephanie? What is the
I was going to
industry?
say it's a cruise line. It's not. Is it Norwegian?
It is
No.
not Norwegian cruise line,
Viking?
but there's other people in the chat. Giuseppe has said that it's also a cruise line. It's not Viking. No? All right. This was a stumper, so no points on that one.
Yeah, see, someone else said maybe princess. We're in the
It-
same boat.
It
No
is
pun intended.
Royal Caribbean.
Ah, Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean.
Why
Actually,
would I know that one?
the biggest cruise company in the world. So there you go. Royal Caribbean. All right. Here comes the next one. This one is for Stephanie. Okay.
Yay!
Yeah, you want it?
Yes, I've been
That's fine,
waiting.
If you want the logo, you get the logo. So here you go, Stephanie. This is your logo.
What?
What is that?
I know this one. I think.
It's a leaf. I don't know what it is.
Well, that's right, Stephanie. It is a leaf, but that's not leaf. We're looking for the name of the company. And we've got some people that know it. Mateo, we have 2 Mateos that know this answer too. So we'll go to Mateo if you can't identify
So
this.
he's on Team Stephanie. So Mateo will earn a point for me. Good.
Well, now here's the thing. We have 2 Mateos. So you tell me, Stephanie, do you want to hear from Matteo Micheletti or Matteo Gridani?
Radani. Let's do Radani.
Okay, here we go. This is Matteo Brendani. Hi, Matteo. What is the logo?
I think it's the whole back sign, whole
That's
black.
what.
There you go.
The rugby team.
What is that?
Hey,
All
Matteo
black.
got it correct.
From Australia.
Ah,
No.
Nope.
It's the rugby.
I did not know that.
Mateo, do you follow rugby?
No, I don't, but my town is pretty famous for rugby.
Okay, what town do you live?
Viadana,
All right, awesome. And what is the name of your team?
Aironi.
Ironi. All right, cool. Do they have a nice logo?
Yes, it's a nice logo. It's all black like that one.
All right, well then maybe on the next logo game, we're gonna have your team's logo be with us.
I hope so.
All right, Mateo, thanks for joining us. Okay, here we go. We're gonna move on to the next one. All right, this one's gonna go to the attendees. This one's gonna go to the students. So when you know this logo, go ahead and raise your hand inside of the Zoom webinar. Here we go. Here's the next logo. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Easy.
All right, let's see. Here we go. We have one person that knows it. Rita knows it.
Oh, they don't know
Is
it.
anybody else? We have another Mateo. Mateo knows a lot of these. So here we go. Let's see. We're going to go for Rita. Hi, Rita. Rita, can you hear us?
She's muted.
She's muted her microphone. All right, let's go back to Simone. Hey, Simone. Oh, here
Here
comes
I
Rita.
am.
Hi, Rita.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, Rita. Tell us, what is the logo?
I think this is from New York.
It is from New York. Do you know the name of the
York?
team?
It's a team. I don't remember. Maybe football or basketball.
Close.
Close.
It's a team that plays baseball.
Oh,
American-
okay. New
and it's-
York Yankees.
Ah, way to go. All right, Rita. Congratulations. Thanks, Rita. Yeah, so Rita's right. That was the New York Yankees. It is not my favorite baseball team. They actually compete against my team, which is the Baltimore Orioles. But that was the logo there for the Yankees. Good job, everybody. All right, here we go. This one is going to Stephanie. Stephanie, 1, 2, 3.
Delta.
That's right. That one was too easy. That's too easy. That's Delta Airlines. That's an American airline company. I should have given it to Shane, but that's okay.
I was like, you
All
gave
right,
me
here we go.
rugby. Like, what was
This
that?
one is for Shane. What do we think about this logo?
Ooh, I know
Is-
this one.
The BT, the fuel, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, but you're close. It's B what? What's the last word?
T. B.
No.
B. P.
Not beat.
BP. That's right.
Right.
Now, Shane, you can get 5 bonus points if you can tell me what does BP stand for.
British Petroleum.
Oh, 5 bonus points for Shane.
Yeah, what a guess.
Shane takes a commanding lead in today's logo.
Commanding lead.
Yeah.
Man,
Don't worry, Stephanie. This one's coming back to you. This one's an easy one. This is an American company, so you're definitely going to get this.
no pressure.
10 points. Oh, I can't see it, Carson.
What, you can't see? Try now.
Yeah.
How
Oh,
about
there it
now?
goes.
Okay. What is that logo?
Is it NBC?
It is NBC. That's right. Giuseppe, you were close. He put down ABC. That's a different company. That ABC is owned by the Walt Disney Company. This one is NBC. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's with an N and then BC. What does that stand for, Stephanie, for your bonus points?
National Broadcasting Company.
There we go. The National Broadcasting Company. There we go. That's NBC.
There
I'm
goes
gonna
my
write it
commanding
into
lead.
NBC.
I'm
gonna put it in
winning.
the chat for everybody that's there. All right, here we go. This one goes back to Stephanie. All right, here we go, Stephanie. What is this logo?
Oh my God. Lacoste?
Yeah.
Our students had this one as well. Our students all knew this one, so they were all good. All right, here we go. We have a few more. So here comes that. This one is going to be for our students. So for our students, let's see if you can raise your hand to tell us what this logo is. Check this logo out.
Oh,
All right.
this one.
What is the logo here? Name this logo. Lots of people know this one. Let's go here. Let's try with Marta. Hey, Marta.
It's PlayStation.
Oh, PlayStation. Good job. Way to go, Marta. Do you have a PlayStation?
Yeah.
What is your favorite game on PlayStation?
FIFA.
FIFA, the soccer or the football. You say football, we say soccer. Very good. All right, Marta, thanks for playing. Here we go. Here comes the next one. This one is an easy one. We're going to give this one to Shane.
Oh,
Snapchat.
Shane, you know Snapchat. There you go. It's another app company. You're getting all of the technology app ones here. All right, a few more. Here we go. Stephanie, this one's for you.
oh, Volkswagen. No.
Volkswagen.
Yeah. Okay. You
Yeah.
have to get it.
Yeah, well, you've got the V, you've got the W, so that's the easy one here. All right, here we go. Now, this one, I'm going to call this one a toss-up. So I'm going to put it up on my screen, and then the first one, Shane or Stephanie, to guess it, you're gonna get the point here. Okay? Here we go. Next logo coming up in 3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
What's
No idea.
that?
Some delivery company?
Oh, someone's like Adobe? Giuseppe?
Adobe.
It's saying
No,
Adobe.
Giuseppe is very good at this game. Giuseppe knows a lot of these answers here. And
Is it
Stephanie,
Adobe?
you cheated. You cheated because you read it from the chat.
Yeah.
So Stephanie, I'm taking away 3 points from you.
No! It was a group effort.
Don't hit the player, hit the game, Stephanie.
I know.
All right, guys, this is fun. We have 2 more. Here we go. All right, Stephanie, what is this logo? This was for Stephanie.
Oh, I know it.
Can you give me a clue?
Begins with
Is it Giuseppe's going to help me out? Dropbox?
Dropbox is not right. Go ahead, Shane, for the steal.
Bing.
Bing.
Who uses Bing anymore? That's not even a
Bing.
thing.
It's another search engine. It's like Google, but it's Bing. All right.
No one uses Bing, Carson.
Good job. Here we go. All right, Shane, this is yours.
PayPal.
Oh.
PayPal. That's right. All right.
Yeah.
And our last logo will go to Stephanie because Stephanie needs points right now. She's dramatically behind in today's game. All right, Stephanie, here we go. What is this logo?
Ooh, I know it. Ooh.
Yeah, because it has something to do with London. It's like their
Yeah, it
stop
does.
sign, isn't it? Is it their stop sign? The London bus.
No,
Did
no,
that
Carson, we're not
help
going
me
down to that.
Isn't it a bus stop sign?
Let's see if Matteo can help you out here. Matteo, can you please help
It's from
Stephanie?
its country.
Is the logo of London Underground.
Oh, Matteo
Underground.
with the steal. Good job, Matteo. That's right. That is the London Underground bus. All right, guys, that was our logo game for today. Thanks for joining us. Hey, guys, so before we go on to our final segment of today, I just want to make sure, does anybody have any questions that you want to ask directly to Stephanie and Shane? They would love to hear directly from you. I'd also still love to hear if there's any teachers in your life that have inspired you or have made a difference in your life. So go ahead and raise your hand if you want to chat with Stephanie or Shane today. Let us know before we move on to our final segment before we get started. I don't know. Everybody seemed to enjoy that game, though. It was a lot of fun. I think Shane ended up being the winner by a landslide. Stephanie, by a landslide.
Because you gave him all the easy ones.
Yeah, okay, Steph. All Blacks.
All right, guys. So here we go. So we're almost at the end of our time today, but we have time for one last final segment that we're going to do. I don't have any students with their hands raised, so we're going to play our favorite Chit Chat Club game, which is MLA Hot or Not. All right. So I'm going to tell you something, and then you're going to tell me: is it hot? Is it still current? Are we still doing it, or is it not? It's out of fashion.
Okay.
It's not there anymore. Okay, now here you go. I want all of the students to play inside of the chat as well. So when I tell you the thing, I want you to tell us whether it's hot or not. So is it still current? Is it still in fashion, or is it not in fashion anymore and we shouldn't be doing it? So here we go. First one, Stephanie, the phrase, killing it. So if I were to say like, oh, Stephanie, man, you just killed that presentation. Hot or not?
Hot? Is it hot?
Hot.
Hot.
She's feeling it hot. All right, people think that it's hot. Marcel thinks
Hot.
that's hot. What do you think, Shane? Is
I
that
just
hot or
killed
not?
it.
I'd say hot.
Hot. All right. This webinar is killing. Yeah?
Yeah,
All right,
I
here
just
we go.
killed it too. Hot.
All right, Shane, here it comes. This one's for you. What do you think? YouTube series, watching series on YouTube, hot or not?
Oh, it was hot like a couple of years ago, and for the first time ever, and then I haven't heard anything about it, so I'm gonna say not.
Not hot anymore. You know what it is? I think TikTok has taken over YouTube.
Maybe.
I think people are on the TikTok craze now. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, here we go. Stephanie, hot or not, the McDonald's Big Mac?
Not
What do we think?
anymore. Well, I guess for
Students,
international,
I want you
it's
to write
hot.
into the chat too. What do you think? Lots of students think that it's hot.
Americans, I think, are over it because now it's Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is good, but Chick-fil-A. So for the people that don't know, Chick-fil-A is another fast food company, but they specialize only in chicken. You can't get any burgers or meat there, but you can get chicken sandwiches. And their lines for the drive-through are twice the size of McDonald's right now. So it's a new popular craze. And Shane, you guys have a Chick-fil-A. There's the first Chick-fil-A opened up in the UK in Reading.
Oh.
So I know you're in Wales, but the next time you're in Reading, you can go for a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll put it on my
All
to-do
right,
list.
Shane, here we go.
Oh, Chick-fil-A.
Shane,
me
Chick-fil-A,
too.
or excuse me, not Chick-fil-A. Here we go. Hot or not, the TV show Friends.
I think it's always going to be hot. I only watched it last year, so and they're meant to be making a reunion, so I'm going to say hot.
All right, there we go. People still like the TV show Friends. Really popular back in the 90s before most of our students were born, but still very relevant today. I think it's still really a funny TV show, so I agree with you. All right, Stephanie, here you go. This is for you. Hot or not, Adidas.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to say hot. When thinking
Hot.
about all of our students that come over, they love shopping for sneakers. Oh,
Well,
some
let me
people are
just tell
saying
you
not.
something. Ilaria just
Converse?
told you that you are wrong. Adidas is not
I would
not
say
hot
No, it's
anymore.
still a thing. I think
What do
it's
you
not
think, Shane? Adidas, hot or not?
I don't think it's as popular as it used to be. I think other shoemakers have taken over.
And what's still Nike is the number one, don't you think?
What? Nike?
Nike, yeah.
I think it's
So-
bigger than Adidas, yeah.
All right, here we go. So this one's for you, Shane. Here's another brand, another fashion brand. What about Supreme? Hot or not?
Not.
Not.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
know. Let's see.
Expensive,
Okay.
yeah, that's why it's not.
Larry said
No
hot.
one's not.
Mateo is right. Mateo said it's expensive.
Mhm.
Marta, a lot of people say, but Marcel does not think. He thinks that it's overhyped.
Overhyped, I haven't even heard of it.
All right. Hey, Stephanie, we had exciting news last week that Apple is putting out a new iPhone, and it's going to be less than €400 for the new iPhone that's just come out. So what do you think about the iPhone, hot or not?
Hot. It will always be hot. It's always in.
Yeah. There's a lot of competition out there right now for phones, though. There's a lot of companies coming over from Asia, and Samsung is still pretty big. So, but do you think that iPhones are hot? Let's see. We have got some people chiming in. No, Mateo's over the iPhone. He doesn't think so. All right. All right. This one's for you, Shane. Beyonce. What happened to Beyonce? Hot or not?
Not.
Hard.
Not.
Not. Stephanie, do you agree with that? Beyonce is not hot anymore?
I think everyone is always going to love her, but she's not like super popular, but she's not like disliked either. She's just in the shadows.
The shadows.
Yeah.
And the shadows are cold.
I think she's
They're
going to
not
come
hot.
back. Anytime Beyonce puts out a song, she's hot. So like I said, maybe we haven't heard from her in a while, but as soon as she puts out another song, man, everybody's going to be right back on the Beyonce bus. So, all All right. Hey, guys, that's all the time that we have for today. We actually went a little bit over, but I want to give a huge thank you to our two guests today. We've got Shane joining us from his home in Wales. We have Stephanie joining from her home up in New Jersey. Both of our teachers, we wish you guys a lot of success with the end of your semesters. We hope you guys both stay safe. And we look forward to getting you guys back to one of our MLA camps in the very near future. You know, I know our students want to too. So thanks for sharing your time with us. Hey, for all the students out there, thank you so much for joining us today. It was really great. Congratulations for everybody that got the logo gain, right? Don't forget to join us tomorrow. We have an MLA Kitchen episode coming your way from Malta. It's going to be one of our sales managers. She's going to be making dark chocolate brownies. They sound absolutely delicious. So from all of us here at MLA to all of you guys, thank you so much for taking a part of your day to share with us. We hope to see you again next week for our webinar series, and we hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye, everybody. Thank you.